Hello everyone, welcome back. The topic for today is nuts and technique from fluorides from public health dentistry. Now, as we all know, this fluorides, they are a major of preventing the dental caries in dentistry. So this fluorides, they are available in two forms, that is topical fluorides and systemic fluorides. Topical is, as the name says, you're applying the fluorides topically, that is directly on the teeth. And systemic is when the fluorides, they circulate through the bloodstream and then it is going towards the teeth. So now this topical fluorides, it is again divided into two types, that is professionally applied and self-applied. Now, as the name says, professional is when the dentist, they apply the fluorides to the patient, and self-applied is where the patient themselves are applying the fluorides. So professional, now there are various like compounds of fluorides which are used in dentistry. So those are the neutral sodium fluoride, and the method of application of this fluoride is known as Knudsen technique, the one which we are going to see in this particular video. The next one is the Stannous fluoride. So the method of application for this standard fluoride, it is known as Muller's technique. The next one is a APF solution or gel. So the method of application, it is known as Brude-Waltz technique. And one more professionally applied like fluorides, it is a varnish. Now the next is the self-applied. So self-applied is when the patient themselves are applying. So they can like directly buy the toothpaste, mouthwashes, then the fluoride gels directly from the markets and they can apply it on themselves. The next one is a systemic fluoride. Systemic, now as the name says, now we have already seen, so it is like it is circulating through the bloodstream and then it goes towards the teeth. So it can be like available through water fluoridation where you're adding the fluorides in the water itself. Then the next can be a salt fluoridation when the fluorides they are added in the salt. Then there can be milk fluoridation, or there can be fluoride tablets like the normal tablets you take. So it is like a fluoride tablet through which you get that fluorides. So now starting with the one that we are going to see about the Knudsen technique. So it is like a compound, the topical fluoride compound that is applied professionally. So first one is a neutral sodium fluoride. So neutral is when the pH of this fluoride, it is neutral. So the sodium fluoride, that is the neutral sodium fluoride, it was first fluoride compound which was used for the topical fluoride application, and in this the fluoride concentration is 9200 ppm, that is parts per million. So now in this, so this sodium fluoride, that is neutral sodium fluoride, it is applied in 4 application, and the percentage for this fluoride, it is 2%, and it helps in reducing the caries by about 30%. So now how are you going to prepare this particular sodium fluoride? So now it is prepared by dissolving 20 grams of sodium fluoride. Now this like sodium fluoride, it is available in the form of powder. So you are now making a solution of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to dissolve 20 grams of sodium fluoride powder in 1 liter of distilled water, and because of that only it has this 2%, because now when you dissolve 20 into 1000, so that becomes a 2% sodium fluoride, and you're doing this like you're preparing the solution in a plastic bottle. Now why? Because now it is essential to use a plastic bottle, because if it is stored in a glass bottle, it can react with the silica. Now your glass bottle, so it is made up of silica. So now if it is stored in a silica or in a glass bottle, so what can happen is, so this can react, so your sodium fluoride, it can react with silica and can form a silicon fluoride, and that can reduce the availability of the free active fluoride of that anti-caries action. So you basically need that fluoride for your anti-caries action. But now if you make this solution in a glass bottle, so that can lead to the formation of silicon fluoride, and by that you are reducing the action of this fluoride, that is the anti-caries action. Now moving towards the method of application of the neutral sodium fluoride according to the Knudsen technique. Now if this sodium fluoride, it is pure and uncontaminated, then the solution, it has a pH of 7, that is nothing but a neutral pH. So now this treatment, it is given in series of 4 appointments. So you're doing this like treatment in 4 appointments. So the first step is you're going to do the oral prophylaxis. So the oral prophylaxis, it is done with the pumice slurry, and then you're going to isolate the teeth either by the quadrant or by the half mouth with the help of cotton rolls, and then you're going to dry the teeth with the compressed air. So now over here, so now you have first like done the oral prophylaxis, that you have cleaned and polished the teeth properly, then you're going to isolate them, and then you're going to dry the teeth properly, and then you're going to start the application of the sodium fluoride. So now the 2% sodium fluoride solution, it is painted on the air dried teeth with the help of the cotton applicator stick, so that all the surfaces, they are visibly wet. So now why are you drying the teeth? So that like whenever you're applying the solution, so you can see that where are you applying the solution properly, if the teeth are properly dried. So then you're going to allow this to dry for 3 to 4 minutes. Now as we have like started, or we have isolated the quadrant white, for example, so now you have done the application of the sodium fluoride in the first quadrant, and then you're going to allow it to dry for 3 to 4 minutes, and then you're going to repeat this like procedure on the second, third and fourth quadrant. So that is like the full procedure that you do for this application of the sodium fluoride. Now the next is second, third and fourth sodium fluoride application, each not preceded by the prophylaxis. Now as I said, like we are doing this treatment in 4 appointments. So the first appointment we have to do the oral prophylaxis, but when the patient they come for the second, third and fourth appointment, so that time you do not need to do this prophylaxis, and it is scheduled at intervals of approximately 1 week. So now the fourth visit procedure, it is recommended for the age 3, 7, 11 and 13 years. So you're doing this procedure like at the age of 3, 7, 11 and 13. Now as we said, like we're doing this procedure like 4 times. So you're doing the procedure at the age of 3 4 times in the like gap of 1 week. Then you're same going to do the procedure at 11, and then you're going to do the procedure at 11, and then you're going to do the procedure at 13. So now this is like it is coinciding with the eruption of the different age group of primary and permanent teeth. Now because now at this ages, now you can see there are eruption of the various teeth, and because of that, like if you apply the solution, if you apply the sodium fluorides at this particular age, then you can like you are using most of the teeth will be treated soon after the eruption, maximizing the protection which is afforded by the topical application. And because of that only, you are doing the application at 3, 7, 11 and 13 years, so as to like whenever the teeth are erupting, so you're going to like maximize the protection of the teeth by the application of this fluorides. Now moving towards the mechanism of action. So when sodium fluoride is applied on the tooth surface, it reacts with the hydroxyapatite crystal in the enamel. So now your enamel, it consists of organic and inorganic material. So your enamel, it is having this hydroxyapatite crystal. So when you're applying this sodium fluoride, so this sodium fluoride, it reacts with that hydroxyapatite crystal, and it leads to the formation of the calcium fluoride. And this calcium fluoride, it is a dominant product of this reaction. Now as you're applying the sodium fluoride on this hydroxyapatite, that is your enamel, so that leads to formation of a calcium fluoride. So after this application, there is a thick layer of this calcium fluoride which is formed. So now it interferes with the further diffusion of the fluoride from the topical fluoride solution to react with the hydroxyapatite. Now as you see, there's like a thick layer of calcium fluoride which is present. Obviously you cannot see that, but there's a thick layer of calcium fluoride which is like formed. So after that, what happens is, so there is blockage of the further entry of the fluoride. Now there's like a limit of this formation of this calcium fluoride. So after that, if you like apply fluorides more and more, there is no use, because it is going to block the further entry of the fluoride ion. And this sudden stop of the entry of fluoride, like it is termed as a choking off effect. So if there's a thick layer of the calcium fluoride which is formed, and after that there is blockage of the like entry of the fluoride ion, that is nothing but your choking off effect. So now this calcium fluoride, it acts as a reservoir, and the fluoride this slowly leaches out of it, and because of that only you're drying the teeth for 3 to 4 minutes, that you're allowing the teeth to dry for 3 to 4 minutes. Now the calcium fluoride which is formed, it reacts with the hydroxyapatite crystal, and it leads to the formation of the fluoridated hydroxyapatite, and because of that there is increase of the fluoride content on the enamel surface, that is resistance against the caries attack. And this is how your like sodium fluoride, it like have this anti-caries action. Now what are the advantages and disadvantages of doing this like application with the help of sodium fluoride, that is neutral sodium fluoride? So the advantages are, it is relatively stable when it is kept in a plastic bottle. Then the taste, it is well accepted by the patient. The third advantage is it is non-irritant to the gingiva. The fourth is it doesn't lead to the discoloration of the teeth. Now these two, like the non-irritant, so it is non-irritant. So there's like one more compound that we have seen like in the introduction, that there was stannous fluoride. So stannous fluoride, it leads to the discoloration of the teeth, and also it is irritant to the gingiva. So that is the disadvantage of that stannous fluoride compound. But over here, this is the advantage, that it is a non-irritant to gingiva, and it doesn't lead to the discoloration of teeth also. Now in this, once it is applied it is allowed to dry for 3 to 4 minutes. So we have seen about this, like in the procedure that you are applying the solution and then you're going to dry it for 3 to 4 minutes. So because of that, what can happen is you can do a multi-chair procedure in a public health program. Now, as like you have applied this solution in the first quadrant, and after that you're going to leave it to dry for 3 to 4 minutes. So what you can do is you can do the application of sodium fluoride in the next patient, so like in a public health program, because now instead of sitting at one place seeing like it will dry in 3 to 4 minutes, what you can do is you can go and do the application on the next patient, and then in that you're going to leave it for the drying, and then you're going to come back to the first patient, you're going to apply it on the second quadrant, then again you're going back to the second patient, you're going to do the second like application on the second quadrant. Like this you can do this like procedure as a multi-chair procedure. Now in this, the series of treatment, it must be repeated only 4 times in the general age range of the 3 to 13 years, as we have already seen like what are the recommended age, and you're not doing this procedure like annually or semi-annually. So the other two procedures, they are done at the biannually method. So in this, it is advantage that you're doing this procedure only 4 times. Now what is the disadvantage? So the only disadvantage is that the patient has to come, like has to make 4 consecutive visits within a short period of time. Now in the procedure we have seen that we are calling the patient like within 1 week. So we are asking the patient to recall, or we are asking the patient to come like in 1 week for 4 times. So like this becomes a disadvantage, that you're calling the patient in a very short period of time. So these are the various advantages and disadvantages of the neutral sodium fluoride. So that was all about the Knudsen technique. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, then please like, comment, share and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.